Picture this. You're trudging through a prehistoric Nebraska plain when boom. Two Columbian mammoths slam tusks, their 10-ton bodies shaking the earth like a quake. A coyote, sniffing for scraps, gets pulverized underfoot. Jurassic Park, it's a fossilized death match, locked in stone 12,000 years ago. Winning the lottery? 1 in 300 million. Your bones fossilizing? 1 in a billion. Less than 0.01% of species ever fossilize, and finding them is rarer than a meteor. Strike. Yet, we've hit the jackpot with fossils capturing brutal battles mammoths, dinosaurs, sea cows, even ants frozen in death or dying horrifically. These are nature's battle royales, proof the ancient world was metal as hell, ready for the carnage. Welcome to the Fossil Fight Club on ExtinctBones. Fossilization. A cosmic crapshoot. Fossilization is like winning a cosmic lottery. Bones need quick burial and mineral-rich sediment to turn to stone. A 2019 study says 1 bone in a billion fossilizes, and most stay buried forever. Finding them is like spotting a needle in a planet-sized haystack. These combat fossils are gold, not just skeletons, but action shots, predators striking prey, fighting back, or freak accidents. From Ice Age plains to Triassic rivers, they reveal a slaughterfest of a world. Let's dive into the bloodiest fossil fights ever dug up. Mammoth Mayhem, tusk to the face, Nebraska. 12,000 years ago, a wind-swept grassy plain dotted with pines. 2 Columbian mammoths 14-foot tall, 10-ton titans clashed in a tusk-tangling brawl. These Ice Age icons dodged saber-toothed cats and dire wolves. But this fight? Mammoth versus mammoth. Found in 1962 by a farmer's plow near Crawford, their fossils tell a gruesome tale. Both had broken tusks, letting them get way too close. One took a tusk through the eye sockets. Normally, mammoths unlock after sparring. But these jagged tusks hooked them together. It pushed, pulled, and collapsed, too heavy to stand. Starvation or dehydration finished them. A 1963 report noted, their skulls were fused, tusks locked like dueling swords. Under one's leg, a coyote skull crushed. Was it scavenging, or just the unluckiest bystander? Either way, it's the Ice Age's saddest third wheel. Imagine? Standing there, hearing trumpets turn to groans, heart-stopping. Allosaurus versus Stegosaurus. Crotch Catastrophe, Wyoming. 147 million years ago, Morrison Formation's fern-covered floodplains. An Allosaurus, a 9-meter 30-foot predator, tackled a Stegosaurus, a 7-meter herbivore with a thagomizer spiked tail. It's found in 1999 by a Wyoming dig team. The Allosaurus fossil had a fist-sized hole in its pelvis, right at crotch level. An abscess formed, festering until infection killed it weeks later. The wound matched a Stegosaurus's tail, spike-sharp, bone-crunching. A 2001 study said, the spike pierced deep, like a medieval mace. Picture the Allosaurus lunging, jaws snapping, only for the Stegosaurus to swing WHMM, landing a colossal oof. Whoa! It limped off, roaring in agony. This is the first fossil proof of a thagomizer takedown, a Jurassic low blow. Repenomamus versus Psittacosaurus. Mammal bites, Dinocretaceous, China, 125 million years ago. Yixian formations, ash-choked forests. A Repenomamus, a badger-sized mammal, attacked a Psittacosaurus, a 1.5-meter dinosaur. Found in 2005 by Chinese paleontologists, the fossil shows the mammal's claws gripping the dino's head and ribs, snapping 2 ribs with a crack. Volcanic ash buried them mid-fight, likely from a nearby eruption. Repenomamus was 3 times smaller but feisty, with piercing teeth. A 2005 study found Psittacosaurus bones in another Repenomamus stomach, suggesting these mammals were dino killers. Imagine the furry underdog leaping, claws sinking into the dino's bony skull until ash entombed them. A mammal-dino deathmatch. Who'd bet on the little guy? Sea cow slaughter. Croc and shark tag team. 20 million years ago, Venezuelan coastal waters, murky with sediment. A Kulbrasuka sea cow for meters faced a nightmare.
Found in 2008 by local diggers. This fossil had bite marks from a 6-meter croc, likely a giant caiman and a tiger shark.
The croc clamped its snout, aiming to drown it, leaving bone-deep marks. The shark chomped its neck, lodging teeth in bone. A 2010 study confirmed this was no scavenging. Both attacked a live sea cow. Picture the chaos, the croc rolling, tearing flesh, the shark darting in, the sea cow thrashing helplessly. A three-way aquatic horror show proving Miocene oceans were savage. Could you outswim that? Pterosaur versus fish. Winged disaster, Jurassic, Germany. 150 million years ago, Solnofen's warm, shallow lagoons. A Ramphorhynchus pterosaur 2-meter wingspan snagged a leptolepid's fish. Found in 1985 by a quarry worker, the fossil shows the fish in the pterosaur's throat. But an Aspidorhynchus fish, 85 centimeters, rammed the pterosaur's wing, piercing it. Their bones fused in a bloody mess, sinking as they thrashed. A 1986 paper noted, the pterosaur drowned, trapped by its meal. Imagine wings flapping, fish wriggling, all doomed in a Jurassic dogpile. The oceans rule. There's always a bigger fish. Velociraptor versus Protoceratops. The fighting dinosaurs, Mongolia. 75 million years ago, Jadachta Formation's red sand dunes. The fighting dinosaurs, found in 1971 by a Polish Mongolian team, show a velociraptor. 2 meters and Protoceratops, 1.8 meters, locked in combat. The raptor's sickle claws pierced the ceratopsid's neck at a 45-degree angle, while its arm was in the protocerat's beak. A 1972 study suggested a dune collapsed mid-fight. But 2003 analysis found extra wounds, a broken pectoral girdle, and torn forelimb, hinting they killed each other. Picture the raptor slashing, claws ripping vital organs, as the ceratopsid slammed it down. A Cretaceous cage match with no winner. This fossil proved dinosaurs were predators. It's not just scavengers. TRX versus Triceratops. Teen versus Titan, Montana. 67 million years ago. Hell creeks, muddy riverbeds. A teen Tyrannosaurus, REX 8 meters, battled a Triceratops 9 meters. Found in 2006 by a Montana crew, its perfect T-Rex skeleton, complete with organ outlines and proteins, had a cracked skull, broken fingers, and shattered teeth. The Triceratops had T-Rex teeth in its spine. A 2007 study puzzled. The T-Rex was half the Triceratops's size. Why attack? Maybe it hunted in a pack, or the Triceratops charged, defending young like rhinos today. Imagine the T-Rex biting, horns goring, until a landslide buried them. A Jurassic Park-worthy clash of titans. Amber battles, tiny terrors, Cretaceous. Amber traps, tiny death matches. A 100-million-year-old Burmese piece is found in 2012 by miners, shows 2 ants, different species, locked in a pincer brawl. Another, from 2014, has an ant versus termite, hinting at a 100-million-year insect war. A 2012 find captured a juvenile spider attacking a wasp in its web, the only fossil of a spider's hunt. A 2014 study said these show ants and spiders fought like gladiators. Tiny but vicious, they prove insects had blood feuds. Roesikian vs. Phytosaur. Triassic takedown. Triassic, New Mexico. 210 million years ago, Chenal Formation's muddy rivers. A Roesikian, 8 meters, a croc-like land predator, faced a Phytosaur, 6 meters, a semi-aquatic beast. Found in 1995 by a university dig, the Roesikian's femur had Phytosaur bite marks. Some healed, some fresh, with teeth lodged in bone. A 1996 study suggested the Phytosaur ambushed it in water, where it had the edge. Picture the Roesikian waiting, unaware, as jaws snapped its leg in Bush City. This shows Triassic predators hunted each other when prey was scarce. Why so brutal? Evolution's arena, these fossils reveal a cutthroat world. Predators like Allosaurus and Velociraptor evolved claws and teeth for killing. Prey like Stegosaurus and Triceratops countered with spikes and horns. Volcanic ash, dunes, or amber beat billion-to-1 odds to preserve these moments. Could a megapredator, dual-like Spinosaurus versus Carcharodontosaurus lie, buried in undug strata? Only 5% of fossil beds are explored. These battle royales prove life was a fight club. Check our Hatsog Island episode for more freaks. Until next time on Extinct Bones.